Hey guys, what's going on? So another video tip series. Common question is regarding weight training from women, but also from men. I think we're going to look at both sides of this. Is people that are concerned with weight training making them bulky. Now, usually that's coming from women, and men wondering how to use weight training to get bigger. So what I explain to everybody is, and this is where people get very confused. Weight training should be looked at as a tool to accomplish any of a number of things. If we want to get bigger, hypertrophy, muscle bulk, size, think bodybuilder, think big, strong, round muscles. We can do that with weights, right? But we can also use weights to get stronger and just tighter and more defined, more muscular, firmer, more rock solid, but not so much big and kind of swollen, for lack of a better word. So for those that want to get bigger, I know, for example, on the page here, Jay would be 300 pounds of muscle if he could. So for Jay, he can use weight training to build large muscles, and for somebody else who might want to just be more toned and strong, but not necessarily so much size, we use weights as well. We just use them differently, and that's typically how we train women on the program, is to get strong and firm, but not much hypertrophy, which is the fancy word for getting bigger. So basically what that comes down to is something we call volume, and also a very fancy word called sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. Yes, that's right. Anyway, that's sarcoplasm is a fluid that's in the muscle cells. Okay, so when we talk about sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, that's basically amount of increasing the amount of fluid in the muscle cells, which makes them larger and a little bit stronger because they have better leverage. But for the most part, it's just about adding size. So that is what we do when we want to be bigger. Okay, we want to look like have big arms, have big legs, have whatever, like a bodybuilder. We train in a way that adds a lot of fluid to the muscle to make it bigger. That's done by using a lot of volume. Volume means a lot of sets and a moderate number of reps. So maybe somewhere between 8 to 15 repetitions and lots of sets. Okay, if we are looking to get stronger without hypertrophy, right? So we want to get more toned, more firm, definitely stronger. Always want to be stronger. Side note, but like you look at somebody who just jogs, right, or just rides a bike, they might lean out, but they're not going to be firm. There's very few joggers that are hard in the legs, and I've yet to see one with like a great ass, right? So that comes from strength training, and I'm not talking about bodyweight squats. I'm talking about heavy squatting to put tension on the muscle and make the legs firm and hard. Too much volume will create bigger legs, okay? So you end up with a pair of legs and an ass like mine. You don't want that. So you want to have a strong, firm butt. You're going to squat with heavy weights for relatively low reps and low volume. So that means we're going to do 3 or 4 sets of squats with heavy weight. We're going to push ourselves with a weight we can handle somewhere between, call it 5 and 15. But we're not going to do a ton of different sets. For the guy or girl who comes to me and says, look, I want big thighs, I want a big ass, I want like a speed skater body, we'll do those same squats, but we'll add leg presses, we'll add lunges, we'll add step-ups, we'll add variations of those, we'll do leg extensions, leg curls. So we'll just do maybe 25 sets of legs and glutes on one workout, where you guys that I train in person, women particularly, we might do 20 sets of legs over the course of a week or maybe even 2 weeks. Okay, so we only do 2 or 3 leg exercises per workout, and maybe 2 or 3 sets of those. We're going to use heavy weights, right? So we want to build muscle, we want to build firm muscle, but we don't want to do a ton of volume to create size. Okay, so anybody that's concerned about adding weight and getting too big, it's generally not going to happen from the weights. It happens from the volume and the weights combined. So don't make the mistake that most people do of training super duper light because they're afraid of getting bigger, because all that really happens is nothing happens. Okay, so if you're always using 10 pounds, 15 pounds for XYZ exercises, there's no reason to expect you're ever going to improve. You have to constantly be using more weight and getting stronger and stronger. If you're getting bigger and you are not intending to get bigger, you're probably getting fatter. So cut back your calories, make sure you're on a program type diet so you're getting leaner, losing body fat and building muscle. It's very hard to add so much muscle that you're getting too big, unless your goal is to just be very, very slim. And then it's about strength training, heavy, low volume, and eating really, really clean. So even when we train female athletes or gymnasts or figure skaters, they have to be super duper strong, but they can't afford to get bigger and bulky. So that's how we train them. We train them very heavy. Again, when I say heavy, I mean within reason and relative to each person. But, weights that are challenging for them so that they build that kind of rock hard, strong muscle, but not bigger. And then conversely, for you guys that want to get bigger, we got to do a lot of volume. So you might do all arms one day and lots of sets. Whereas if you're looking to just get more toned, we're going to do more of a full body type of deal. So hope that makes sense. It was a little longer than I thought, but any questions, hit me up. Bye.